Elite Facts presents
50 Random Shower Thoughts, number 6.
50,
The "don't worry, I've got it so much worse than you" consolation is a crappy way of making people feel better.
49,
The 1990s are just 3 years away from being 30 years ago from when they started.
48,
Regardless of how fast I'm driving, anyone in front of me is too slow, and everyone behind me is a madman.
47,
When typing, you type the R key with your left hand and the L key with your right hand.
46,
Being abducted by aliens for medical testing may be my best shot at affordable health care.
45,
When I smoke a cigarette, people say, "That's really unhealthy and will kill you." But when I sit down and eat 30 burgers, people say, "I wish I could do that."
44,
Despite the frequency cartoons seem to suggest, I've never seen people help an old lady across the street.
43,
Bruce Wayne has the money to not only restore Gotham, but create jobs and donate, which is proven to reduce crime far greater than vigilantism.
42,
Saying "that's so yesterday" is now very yesterday.
41,
Whenever you clap, you're technically high-fiving yourself.
40,
If I were in a horror game in real life, I'd die sooner because the chase music won't play.
39,
I hate it when people sugarcoat things, unless they work at Dunkin' Donuts.
38,
Avoiding Amazon's one-click order button is the virtual equivalent of relationship commitment issues.
37,
I feel a huge sense of accomplishment when I get out of bed at 11:55 a.m. as opposed to 12 o'clock p.m.
36,
How does a one-armed person wash their arm?
35,
Geometric tattoos are the tribal tattoos of the day.
34,
If you attempt to rob a bank, you won't have to worry about rent or bills for at least 10 years, whether you're successful or not.
33,
Whenever I read Comic Sans in my head, my brain automatically goes to child with speech impediment.
32,
It's kind of weird that as a society we accept tomato freshness as a metric for movie quality.
31,
I accept that ants are a crucial part of the ecosystem until they get into my apartment. At that point, they're the scourge of the earth and must die. Exact same goes for spiders.
30,
We're actually not closing our eyes, but rather staring at the backside of our eyelids.
29,
As a kid, I always thought older kids were more mature than us. I'm now an adult, and I realize people your age will always seem to act like kids to you.
28,
It is a known fact that approximately 95% of active money managers can't beat the market, yet plenty of universities bet billions each year in their endowments that they can do precisely that.
27,
It would have been a beautiful symmetric if House of Cards ended with 52 episodes.
26,
We need to take a moment to thank the people that actually make the memes.
25,
I don't laugh at my dad's jokes because they're funny, I laugh at how stupid they are.
24,
I don't think I've ever seen a baby named Larry.
23,
Fight clubs do exist in the real world. We never heard of them because they're not allowed to talk about it. It's the first rule.
22,
I wonder if in the future staring into smartphones will be considered as good a habit as reading a book is considered nowadays.
21,
Queen Elizabeth II sounds way better than Queen Elizabeth Jr.
20,
I find it hard hating people who hate their job. They hate themselves more than I could ever do.
19,
I spend weeks deciding whether to buy a $40 video game, but I can buy $50 worth of alcohol in one night without a second thought.
18,
WWE wrestlers fight over a belt, even though they don't wear pants.
17,
Telephone poles are just trees with jobs.
16,
Revenge is a dish best served cold. Revenge is sweet. Revenge is probably ice cream.
15,
I wonder how many times the subject of a conspiracy has read the theory and thought, "Yep, that's exactly what happened."
14,
We complain when companies false advertise, yet most of us do the same on social media.
13,
If you cut me off while driving and you have a dent or any other damage on your car, I automatically assume that you were completely at fault in that prior accident.
12,
Growing up, I always dreamed of one day having a big house. Now that I'm older, I've realized that someone would have to keep that big house clean. I don't want a big house anymore.
11,
It would be nifty to block a person out of your mind like you could a number on your phone.
10,
If most of the people in my family weren't in my family, I'd probably hate them.
9,
The person who invented the playground never got to play on one in their childhood.
8,
As you age, time seems to go faster because you experience less new things.
7,
A truly good book makes you want to turn back time to when you haven't read this book and revisit the beauty and feeling.
6,
If you get really upset when someone claims that you're sensitive, you probably are sensitive.
5,
Door-to-door salesmen are just real-life pop-up ads.
4,
With fidget spinners being wildly popular, I don't see why Beyblade doesn't push their product.
3,
If bees earned minimum wage, a jar of honey would cost $182,000.
2,
Someone could be an Ivy League graduate or a member of Mensa, but the second I find out they're an anti-vaxxer, I question every single thing that comes out of their mouth.
1,
How lucky are we that Bill Gates, with all that money, is actually an awesome dude and not a corrupt mastermind hell-bent on world domination?
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Elite Facts.